Hey, welcome to the weekly Wednesday Live. I'm Carolyn Bishop. I'm your Breakthrough with Balance coach, and I'm excited today to talk to you about how you can eliminate about 5 hours per week from your work week. And I'm going to go through three different things you can do. And I just want to say this is a very personal topic. This is something that I'm very passionate about because this was born out of my history. So as an entrepreneur, right? You know that there's a ton to do. You've got to find new leads. You've got to nurture the relationships and build the trust with those new leads. You want to consistently have events that they're coming to. You want to then do the follow up, see if you have those sales going, be able to follow up, keep the relationships going. If they're not ready, invite them to new things. Then the clients that you do have, you want to be able to take care of them, nurture them, make sure they're getting the results. Like there's a lot. Yes, as an entrepreneur, would you agree with me? Okay, so I spent many, many years, I mean, very openly, when my husband came home, I would just start working at night. Finally, hey, here's the kids, you go, I got this. And I would go. And that would start hurting our relationship, right? And then there were times where I was like, okay, no, he's got to be priority. This is my husband we're talking about. And my business would tank because I would just push it aside and not do things. And what I want to talk to you about today is how do you save 5+ hours per week so that you can have the balance of having it all and how to move forward. So again, my name is Carolyn Bishop. I'm your Breakthrough Balance coach. And what I want to do is ask you to grab a piece of paper and pen today because I'm going to go through some important things that can make a big difference. And this is going to be pretty quick, but really powerful. And this is one of my favorite topics to discuss because it can be life changing. So will you guys do me a favor? Say hi, take your names into the comments. I am going to look at my phone here so I can see because I'm actually streaming to a few different places. But can you guys do me a favor and type your name in? Let me know that you're here. And then we're going to dive into this so that you can really walk away with how to make a difference. You can see I pull this up on my phone. There's our Facebook group. And then I can see your comments. So I just want to make sure we're muted. And there we go. So welcome, welcome. All right. So tell me your name and then type your name in the chat because I am streaming in. So I see Christy. I see Wendy from Indiana, Sheila from Georgia. Hi, you guys. Thanks. I love how geographically spread we always are too. And we're actually a very international group. So we have people from all around the world. So I love that you put in where you're coming from. Thank you. That's great. So tell me your name and tell me where you're coming from. And then the next thing I want you to type is what kind of business do you do? What is the business that you do? How do you change lives? And I want you to think about not the company name. I want you to think about what do you do in terms of like what problem do you solve for people and type that in for me. Okay. And while you're doing that, let me get back to the topic today, saving 5+ hours per week. Okay. Like I was saying, I spent years where the minute my husband would get home, I would pass the kids off on him and then I would work evenings. And that would kind of, just wasn't seeing him. We weren't having a lot of time together. And so I knew that needed to switch. And so then I would be like, okay, no, I'm not going to work after 5 o'clock. I'm not going to do anything. I'll be mom. I'll get it all done. And I was trying to do it all. And my business would tank. Like it would just, I would start to struggle in my business. And then all my goals would be really, really last minute. I'd be running for them. And then I'd go back into this cycle of working nights and staying up till all hours. And I'm not kidding. Like I used to stay up till 2, 3, sometimes even 4 a.m. trying to get goals done. And I would get them done. But I was so tired and I was so exhausted. And, getting the recognition and standing on a stage or getting handed a trophy, it feels really amazing. Or getting national recognition. I'm not going to take anything away from that. I loved it. It was really enjoyable. But it wasn't worth the stress, the anxiety, and the exhaustion that I was feeling on a day-to-day basis. Can you relate? Like when you push really hard for a goal and you go all in and you're running, then you look back later and you go, oh my gosh, like how did I gain 10 pounds? Or I haven't been on a date night with my husband in forever, or I haven't taken time for me or read a book or just sat down with some girlfriends in a long time. And I want that. I want that in my life. Can you relate? Yes. Okay. I see people in, hey, skincare. Yes. See people pampering people. Good, good. Beauty consultant. I love it. Thank you guys for sharing. Okay. So what this is what bore this topic to be something that was really passionate for me because I made some big switches. So, I didn't want the husband suffering. I didn't want the relationship suffering. I didn't want my business suffering. I didn't want time with my kids suffering. I didn't want like vacations to completely tank my business or me to be worrying about my business if I was taking time off. I wanted it all. I wanted to be able to do it all. Do you want it all? Say, I want it all. If you do, type in, I want it all. Yes. So I got really passionate about how to get really efficient, really effective. How can I strategize in my business? How can I make things simpler, faster, easier so that I could work less time and be with my family more? I mean, really, that for me was the priority. I have two kids, Jake and Katie. They're 2 years apart. Jake's older, and then Katie, right now, they're 17 and 15. That sounds so old to me. Jake's going into his senior year. Katie's going into her sophomore year. And, just even now today, like I want more time with them. I always want more time with them. And I love spending time with them. And I love spending time with my husband. And I love spending time with my friends. And I love traveling. And I love all those things. What do you do? Tell me in your comment, like, what do you want more time for in your life? If you could say 5 hours a week, right? Every week you got another 5 hours back of just time you get to pick and choose. What would you do with it? What would you do with it? I know for me, I would bank that up and go on a trip. Okay, that's one of the big things that I would take my kids and my husband with me so that we could all be together and I get both those things together. Another thing is just working out even more consistently. I had a back issue a few years ago, and so always a process now. Uh, Working out a little bit, it scares me. I've got a mental block on a couple things, so I want more time to like be with a personal trainer and to work myself through that and to really find things that I can do with my back. That's where I want to put my time. Some of the other things is just always nutrition and food and great energy for my business. Like, so what would you want to do? What are some of the things? I would love you guys to take a minute. I'm looking down to see your comments. What would you do if you could get 5+ hours back per week? What would you do with that time? How would that change for you? What would it be? Let me know what your thoughts are. Okay. And so while you're typing that in, I want to see, please share with me, what would you do with those 5+ hours per week? Okay, would it be time with your kids? Would it be time family? Would it be time alone? Would it be time traveling? Would it be time just going for a walk? Would it be time having a bath? Traveling with hubby? Sheila, yes, thank you. Awesome. I love your contributions, you guys. It makes a big difference when you type something in. Traveling with your husband? Yes, sorry, my nose is leaking. Um, and yeah, that those pieces, when we think about what we could do with that time, maybe it would be somewhere you'd volunteer. Maybe it would be somebody that you would help a little bit more. Maybe it would be something that you'd study that you've never had a chance to study that you want to study. What would you do with that 5+ hours per week? Okay, because we're going to talk about creating that, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that to do that, and then a path to actually get it done. Volunteering, yes, Christy, love that. Okay, so as I struggled through this, as I started to sort things out and looked for that efficiency in my business, efficiency in time, efficiency in my day, and really starting to feel more successful, not just in my business, not just in my relationships, not just with, my food and my exercise, but all of it, knowing that I wasn't having to sacrifice one area of life to be successful in another. That's what I wanted to eliminate. That sacrificing of one piece of my life to be able to be successful in another. I wanted to be able to do it all. I really did. Can you relate that whole sacrifice where, you go heads down in your business and then you're like, how did I gain 10 pounds? Or go all in on making sure you're spending time with your family. And then you realize your business is gone, woo, because you're not there and it's not functioning without you as well. So this is how the Rapid Business Growth with Balance Bootcamp was formed. This is the story behind it. I started creating things that worked for me, that got me my time back, that had me starting to really get into a business that flowed without me, that didn't require me to be there all the time, that was bringing in great financial results. And I was with my family more. I was with my kids more. I had time to exercise more. I was able to take vacations more. And it really changed my life. And so I started teaching it. I started teaching it from the podium years back, a room full of thousands of people. And I would teach them these little pieces of shifts and changes that I had done. And I kept getting women coming up and thanking me and saying, "Oh my gosh, I needed to hear that. That's such a new idea. I had never thought about it that way. Thank you so much." And I realized that this was something big. And it's one of the reasons that I originally built my very first course that I ever built, my online course, which was called, at the time, it was called the Breakthrough with Balance Project. It's now called the Balance Project. And so that's where that course was born from, about how to be able to structure your business in a way that you didn't have to be there all the time, but it would create 10K months consistently, and you get time with your family, and you have time in your health, and you get like all these pieces of life together. And so then I turned it into a free boot camp. And so I'm going to throw that up for you because this is coming up. I'm actually doing it again. I'm bringing it back. I haven't done this one in a long time, and I'm bringing it back because I was going through all my notes, all the free workshops I've done, all the boot camps I've done. And I was like, you know what? This is the most important part. I had been getting into a lot of business strategy events. And yes, those are powerful. And yes, I still do them. But having business strategy that takes us away from our family or pulls us away from the things we love, right? That's going to eventually cause frustration and, just a feeling of unrest and unhappiness, or at least it does for me if I'm all in on my business and I realize my personal life's getting pushed aside. So the rapid business growth with Balance Bootcamp, this is where it all started. And we're coming back to it. So on August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, I'm going to do 3 sessions like this, 3 days in a row. And it's going to take you through 3 main core things. And then I actually also have my team doing all the bonus sessions, and they're amazing. So, oh my gosh, there's going to be all these extra bonuses that come with it too. But I want to invite you to join us because here's the 3 things that we're going to talk about that are going to get you those 5+ hours back per week. The first day, on day 1, we're going to talk about creating time freedom. And what I mean, like, we are going to go through what can you let go of as a CEO, right? We know we've got to find people. We've got to nurture those relationships. We know we have to hold events. We know that we're going to have to service our clients. We know that we want to be able to follow up and do all those things. But how can we get 5+ hours back a week? What can we let go of? And I'm going to actually go through some things that I personally let go of, how to do it, what to do. So you'll be like, oh my gosh, I have more time right away. So that's day 1. We're going to be talking about letting go of some things, creating time freedoms, and then also the key elements, how to focus what you do have, that efficiency I was talking about, into things that will move your business quickly, that will get you in that position where you're getting the consistent 10K months. And I'm also going to talk about how to loosen up your days so that you still have flexibility and you have freedom. Because sometimes I know whenever I looked into like programs where they're like, oh, we're teaching time management, or we're doing this, we're doing that, it was like, you have to do this and you got to do this and you got to do this. And I felt like I didn't have any freedom in my days. So instead, I'm going to show you how to do this in a way that loosens up your days. So very different, and get you more results and more happiness. Okay. And that's just day 1. And more results, more happiness. So again, let me put it going across the bottom in case you missed it. There we go. Okay, so you can see it's RBG Bootcamp. I know a lot of my other ones have been carolynbishop.com/bootcamp. Don't do that one. It's RBG Bootcamp, Rapid Business Growth. Okay, we're going back to one of my core favorite things that is one of the most important elements for you as a CEO of your business, the owner of your business. Maybe you're a solopreneur, getting back that time and building strong and successfully. This is all about getting to 10K months with being able to spend more time with your family, loosening up your time. Okay. So then on day two, let me pull up the thing for you. There we go. We're going to get into consistent lead generation, because one of the things to be able to loosen up your time and work less than 5 hours a week is you don't want to be scrambling for leads anymore. You want to have that consistent lead generation, have those people flowing in on a regular basis. So you're not having to drop everything to go, oh my gosh, I need people or else we're not going to make, this month's mortgage, right? Or just feeling panicky that you're not going to make your goals, or worried that, spending all the time with my clients, but I don't have anybody new coming in. And if those guys don't renew, then my business is not going to do as well. You want to be constantly growing new people. Yes, you want new clients coming in, and then you want the ones that you have staying with you long term. So you want to be able to do both those pieces. So we want to take the stress, the goal of this day, what we're going to do is we're going to take the stress out of lead generation. We're going to stop the yo-yo effect where you get a whole bunch of leads in one time and then they kind of don't go anywhere. And then you're like, oh gosh, okay, how do I get the next chunk of leads? We want to have that consistent so it takes the stress out, lessens the time that you have to focus on that. So that's our topic for day 2. And then day 3, we are going to go into breakthrough money making moves. Okay. So, oh, Christy said, I love this boot camp. You've been there. Awesome. You've seen this. So, what I want you to do is we talked time, leads, and money making. I haven't got into that one yet, but which one of the 3 are you most excited about? And it's totally okay to say all of them. Type them in right now. Time freedom, the lead generation, or the money making moves. Which one is kind of grabbing your attention? Tell me right now in the chat. Let me know which one is standing for you. And so in the breakthrough money making moves, we're going to talk. This is one of my favorite days because of course this gets the people who attend the boot camp going, okay, wow, this is really making a difference for me. Oh my gosh, not only am I loosening up my days and feeling better about things and having more time with my family, but I'm also going to be able to generate more income. This is awesome because then you have the money for the travel and you can take the time off and you can, do the things, go on a date night. You can do all that because you've got that consistent flow of leads and you've got your time freedom and you've got the financial flow coming in. Okay. So this is about the shifts that you can make in your business for increased income. These are things that I found through my journey that made a big difference in my results, in the scoreboard, in my piggy bank, in what was happening. So I'm going to be sharing with you shifts that you can do to increase the results very quickly. We're going to look at hang on my notes. I'm trying to look at, oh yeah, the simplification of being an outstanding coach or leader. So what we want to do, the breakthrough money making moves, we want you to get more of a result, simplify the process, and be an outstanding coach or leader, right? Like, I know you're passionate. I know you're driven. I know you have something. You wouldn't be here if you weren't, right? You have something that you want to share with the world. You want to make life easier and better for others. You're a coach or a leader. You want to make a difference in people's lives. Yes, you want to feel successful in your business. You want other people to see your success and go, wow. You want other people to be a part of that success and go, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I met her. Look at what she's done for my life. Look how much simpler she's made things for me. Yes. Is that part of why you're a coach or a leader? I know it is for me. I get chills when my clients are like, thank you. You have no idea what a difference this has made in my life. Or, wow, I just had my first $15,000 month. This is like life changing. I'm not stressed anymore about my kids' college. Or, hey, I've got the money to go on vacation. I'm so excited about this. Like, that gives me goosebumps. It makes me teary eyed when I hear that because I get to make a difference in people's lives. Right. And that's what I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming you have the same feelings when you can get those thank yous and that gratitude because of what you can do for other people with your expertise. And so we want to be able to do that in a way that you're not scrambling to do it, right? That you are enjoying your days, having freedom, getting those consistent leads coming in, getting the financial results that you're wanting, and really enjoying time with your family, in your personal life, feeling relaxed, being able to take time off when you need to. And that's what we're going to do in the Rapid Business Growth with Balance Bootcamp. So if you haven't already, go to that link. Let me just put it up stable just in case it's hard to see while it's moving. There you go. Go and get your free ticket for this. It's going to get you registered. We have free gifts for those who are coming in. We've got a pre-party happening starting next week. So, get in now and then spread the word because this is something that's very life-changing for people. And it's something I'm so excited that we're sharing again. And then I say we, because my team's going to be involved in this. You're going to get to meet Katie and Christy and Julie and Paula and Christina. And oh my gosh, our whole team is going to be there. And you're going to get some amazing bonus sessions from our team as well, because I hired them all because they all have expertise. They all have specialty. They all have gifts that they can share. And they share them with our clients, but during the boot camp, they're going to share them with you. So grab your ticket for this, spread the word, Go think of who else is a leader, who else is a coach, who else wants to make a positive difference, but who else wants to do it, but their family is important to them. Time off is important to them. Their life is important to them. Those are the people that are right for this boot camp. Leaders, coaches, women who are making a difference in the lives of other people, who really want to make a difference for others and want to be there for their family, their husbands, their mom, their sister, their close friends, and they want to be able to do both. So I can't wait to see you there. Spread the word. Go get yourself your ticket right now, and we're going to walk through those ways to save you 5+ hours per week. That is the goal of this. We're going to create time freedom. We're going to do consistent lead generation, and we're going to do breakthrough money making moves. All right. So thanks for being with me, you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, there will be replays, Wendy. Thank you for that question. Yes, everything will be recorded. As long as you get your ticket for the event, you will have access to a home base. Okay. It's called the RBG home base, the bootcamp home base. And on there, all the trainings, all the things that I do will be housed. So you'll be able to go to it anytime you want, 24/7 during the window of the boot camp, and you'll be able to watch them. So if you can't be on live, it's okay. If you can be on live during the boot camp, however, we are also going to be doing a live Q&A. So you'll have an opportunity to actually like be interactive and chat and talk about personal situations in terms of like, okay, what do I have involved in my life and how would I do this? And hey, I have this many people that I'm trying to serve, but I want to work this many hours. What do I do? Like you can get in and talk about things that you're wanting to do in your business. So yes, we will have a live Q&A if you're on live. If you can't be on live, there will be replays available. Oh, you're welcome, Wendy. Thank you for that question. All right. Oh, Brenda, I see all. Yes. Okay. So make sure you get your ticket. I'm just checking the comments. And oh, Christy says she's been through it several times. This is new. This is a lot of new in this one. So even if you've been through this before, come on through again. It is going to be amazing. I took the core stuff of what we've done before. And of course, I'm always growing and evolving and tweaking stuff. So it's going to be a really breakthrough event. So I hope you'll come join us. All right. If you have any other questions, drop them in quick. Otherwise, we are going to sign off. And I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. And thank you again for being here with me live. It makes a difference because I love talking to people live. And if you want a reminder for next week, make sure you're connected with Bella the bot, who is our little bot concierge, who will give you a reminder right before we go live. She'll tell you the topic and she'll give you the link to come right into the group so you can find this really quick and easy. And that is where you can go to set up your connection with Bella. And we don't send out a ton of messages. I just send out one every single Wednesday. That's all we do right now with it. So with our bot, so you just get the one message every single Wednesday dropped in your phone. It says, hey, Carolyn's going live. Here's today's topic. And then if you want to join, you can join, or you can click watch the replay when you're ready. So I will see you next Wednesday. Have a great day, you guys. Happy breakthroughs.